We're being fancy today, boys.
Welcome back, guys. Doing something a little different today. We're trucking. Ignore my refrigerator. It's a Midwest thing. You wouldn't understand. Every Midwest family I know has a fridge in their garage, and ours has died. So, local auction house had a scratch and dent bunch of fridges and got one cheap. So, time to replace it. I need my assorted foods, butter, beer, soda fridge back. Doing something a little different though. We're have a buddy who owns some greenhouses. Trucking has gotten slow. It's been slow since about Christmas. My buddy owns a greenhouse, as I was just saying. He hires what's called H-2A workers, which basically means people from Central America fill out paperwork, come here for a work visa, stay, work, get paid a set amount. I think like beginning it's like $20 an hour now for first year guys. And he has a Mexican guy that does his trucking, but he doesn't arrive here till the busy season in April. They are redoing a bunch of their greenhouse stuff, drip lines, heater lines, stuff like that, and getting some of their small plants in. So he needs a couple racks of flowers picked up and some supplies to work on the greenhouses. So he asked if I could come run a few errands in their semi, and he'll pay me accordingly. So we're gonna head over there, do something a little different, go bump some docks, go move some racks, go move some pallets.
We're being fancy today, boys. Got me a peterbilt. Got me a 50-foot reefer, 51, 52. I forgot how long these trailers are. So I got the truck all started up. Pull forward, close the doors, and we're off like a herd of turtles. We're off. We gotta head 12 miles northeast of here to a warehouse to pick up some hard parts and a few racks of flowers. And then we'll be headed east about 6 miles to pick up some more flowers, and then back south 17 miles to a greenhouse to drop a bunch of stuff off. I don't know my styles of Peterbilt of this type. This is more of an aero cab type. Aero cab, day cab, but it's a nice truck, pre-def. It's got the EGR, so it is 2000, newer than 2007, 2008, somewhere in there. Nice truck. A lot fancier than the old Freightliner, but that's okay. I got heat, I got radio, and she drives, and that's all I really need. I always forget the video, but she was stuck on ice, so we had to go get a pickup to give her a slight tug to get her off the ice. But we're back moving. What a change from 2 weeks ago when it was -5 and blowing snow, and we had near 2 foot of snow on the ground. It's about, right now it's about 40 degrees, everything's melting, the sun was out fully. It's supposed to be 40 all day today, so a lot more of the snow is going to disappear. The old Trick Farm. Not sure if Nate watches these videos or not. But hi, Nate. We're here, pick up some flowers and grab some other stuff, I guess. See if I can hit a dock. These are a major distributor for tons of greenhouses in this area, so they give parts and heaters and pipes and plants, and yes sir.
Old Peterbilt. Just waiting on a dock. This is for greenhouses. This is a big place. So just waiting for one of these two trucks to move, and we can back in and get loaded. That's a nice Pete over there. I like that. Main game of trucking. Hurry up and wait. Oh well, they just added a stop. The greenhouse guys just added a stop for me to go to, so never been to that one. Been to the two they wanted me to go to first. Well, the three. Never been to the new one they added, but we'll get her done. Time for the unprofessional review channel of energy drinks. This is Ultra Blue Hawaiian. Brand new, just came out a couple days ago. Whew. That's strong. Kind of tastes like that old blue called Hawaiian Punch. I don't know if many people will know what that is. It came in like a big, like, gallon and a half jug. Or you can get in these little bottles. It's exactly what it tastes like. I'd give it... I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Kind of tastes like a melted, if you know what a bomb pop is. Those blue, white, and red popsicles. It's kind of what it tastes like. These are all reefer trailers, controlled heat, keep plants warm while moving. That guy's just watching me. Swing this around and try to get backed in. Try not to clip a dock, clip a car, any of that stuff. Only one pull up. Little tucked to one side. The guy next to me was a little grumpy, but I'm still, yeah, your tires are supposed to be on that line, so I'm like a foot too close. Is that a piece of metal or is that a piece of rubber coming off that tire? I'm gonna take a look at that quick. Just a piece of line, don't know what it was. I thought it was a tire wire sneaking through the side. Still kind of cold. Stepped in, ratchet strapped the tall boys in. They got some flowers for me too, so I'll have to strap those down. Just the maintenance and shipping room. Third of a trailer, all hard parts, and then a thing of flowers. Less boogie. Yeah, I'm off a little bit over here. Oh well. Let's blow this popsicle stand. A little higher step than my truck, but yeah, that stuff weighs nothing. So I got my air gauge for my suspension load, and it only increased 10 pounds with 8 pallets and a thing of flowers. So stuff weighs absolutely nothing. Pull up, get these doors closed, and get out of here. Something you may not figure or think about. All those greenhouses, all these plants go to Aldi's, I believe, which is a grocery outlet here in the Midwest. I don't know about anywhere else. But I gotta try to keep the doors on this trailer closed as much as possible, because the less shock these plants have with temperatures changing, the better and easier they are for to live. So as soon as I get away from that dock, shut those doors, and as soon as I don't open those doors till I'm backed up straight to the dock, and once I know I can make it in one shot, then I open the doors and get back in and punch back into the dock. Because those greenhouses are about 55, the loading area, and I want my trailer to stay right minimum, they won't load you unless it's over 50. So those plants will take pain if it gets under 50 in the trailer.
And we're off to the next stop, which is only 6 or 7 miles from here. Have another dock to back into. Everything I'm going to is docks, so be some good practice for me today. Stop number 2. Same company I was just at, just a different location. This is, I think, strictly plants. So these are all baby, I forget, ivies. I think different ivies. Still classified as a flower. Go back in over here and get situated. Man, they're just sticking me with doors next to other trucks today, which is fine. I'm just not used to hitting docks, especially with a 50-some foot trailer. I'm used to my 28-foot lead and backing in the feed alley. Ooh. Dock right next to that trailer. At least they don't have a bunch of trucks and stuff parked here across from the dock, so I can get a somewhat straight shot into it. We're there. Two more racks of plants. No, they didn't have a certain one of the plants at this stop, so I gotta go over to their main warehouse and pick up another rack of plants. Kind of a pain, but it is what it is. Oh, the joys of doing this stuff. So here they have a bunch of H2A workers too, which I talked about, usually Central American guys. He was talking that I know have rack of flowers at 4 Mile, which I was just at. I'm like, okay. Go through the paperwork. They loaded me with some flowers over at the other location. Pretty sure that's what he was talking about. Called my buddy. He's like, yeah, as long as you have that stuff, it's okay. If you don't, my fault. I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. So now we're gonna have to run about 10 miles farther east, and we're gonna fill up this trailer with pots and all sorts of goodies. This is a cross dock. I've never been to. A cross dock is basically a bunch of companies where they just, it's like a warehouse. They unload trucks there and then reload other trucks. So like they come from, these guys I think are coming from down south, unloading trucks there, and they're just storing cold storage stuff, and then we'll come pick it up from there. So it's down in downtown Grand Rapids, which isn't a big deal, but we're on the way. Can you tell I'm within about a mile of an Amazon hub? Oof. Yeah, we're right by an Amazon hub, if you can't tell. Quick 10-mile drive. We're here at this cross dock. No idea where I'm going, but we'll figure it out. Bunch of nice Peterbilts down there. Oh yeah, look at that. OBS with a brand new Ford body. Door 3 right between these two trailers. So we're gonna back up and swing in there, I guess. Yeehaw! I'd like to know whose Peterbilts those are, because they're nice.
did not record any of that because, well, going to 2 different drop-off points. Stuff in the front of the trailer had to go to one drop-off point. Stuff just loaded had to go to the other drop-off point. So I had to unload a bunch of stuff, reload a bunch of stuff. So I didn't video that. But off to the first drop-off. This is all Padnos for like the next mile. It's a giant recycling company. Paper, steel. I think they even do plastics. Concrete. That's all they do here. No matter what I do, I can't escape this city. That's trucking, especially when you're close to a city of 200,000. Most of your truck routes cut right through it. We're just skirting the edge on this one though, and that's okay by me. Alright, time to go to the fun dock, as they call it. We got a swinger off the road and right into there. Yeehaw! At least it's not icy. Well, back then, had a plant. A row of trays kind of tip over a little bit and lost a plant, but that's okay. I put them all back in. They should be fine. So this is one of their nurseries. Just growing baby plants. I picked up all of those last week. A few more trays today. Kind of mad. Caught a light just right. Had to get on the brakes pretty hard. And one of the trays tipped over. Not like a whole tray, but like one tray of plants tipped over, so I just replanted them, but still made a little bit of a mess. And plants should be fine, no big deal, but it helps if that was one of the trays that tipped over. 2 of them tipped over. Helps if they give me racks that are properly put together. I didn't notice that when they loaded them, but yeah, fun stuff. But we're gonna go drop this truck off at the other greenhouse with all the hard goods, and they're gonna unload it probably Monday. So let's go. But yeah, you can see where one of the trays tipped over. Those, I was kind of surprised. They're not even like really plastic wrapped to the pallet. They're just plastic wrapped together. But alrighty, shut this reefer off and get out of here. That's Boogie. So that thing I shut off is called a reefer. That's like a giant air conditioner or heater. You can set that thing, I don't know how cold they get, but you can set that thing as hot or warm as you like to keep either frozen products or cooled products, or like plants warm. So I don't have one. I'd like to get one eventually. There's a milk and cheese plant, a milk and butter plant in our town, sorry. And I know they're always looking for trucks and trailers, so maybe someday I'll buy one, but for now I'm staying out of that game. Sorry, didn't record, was on the phone with the sister-in-law, figuring out some family stuff. So drop the truck off back at their greenhouses. They're gonna unload it Monday. It's Friday, so their super busy season hasn't started yet, so they're taking the weekend off while they can. That'll be the end of the video. A little bit something different for you guys. If you want to see more stuff like this, please like, comment, and say hello. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, guys. We'll see you next time.